for a very special welcome home from Maddington, Perth, Australia, the original Kyle Anderson! Now, ladies and gentlemen, from St Helens, England, the former Lakeside champion and World Series finalist, time to meet the Bullet, Stephen Bunting!
Well, they don't miss a trick, these two, calling all of the action. Stuart Pike and Rod Harrington.
Yes, thank you, Tara. And after some convincing performances from the top players, with Taylor, Anderson, Lewis and Wade all breezing through to the quarterfinals, this one genuinely is too close to call. Stephen Bunting against Kyle Anderson. Bunting, who is only seeded 8 here, and has it all to do against the hometown boy, Kyle Anderson, who's made a brilliant fist of it, playing full-time on the PDC circuit in 2015, rewarded with a wild card to the Perth Darts Masters. Let's see what he can do here against Stephen Bunting. Anderson throwing first to 6 for a place in the quarterfinals and a clash with Philip Taylor.
Yes, Stu, for me, it's all right about the start of this game for Kyle Anderson. If he can get in front, 2-1 up, 3-2 up, and the crowd, the noise will go up. The adrenaline will start to run a little bit richer through the veins of Kyle Anderson. And of course, on the other side of that, the extra pressure will come on Stephen Bunting. For Stephen Bunting's game, he has got to do the reverse. He has absolutely got to get out of the gate quick. He's got to keep the crowd at bay. This man Kyle Anderson's proven over the last couple of years that he is a force to be reckoned with. He's got a good scoring power about his game as well.
Well, Kyle Anderson up to number 43 in the world, and that's taken him just 8 months. Made his debut at the World Match Play at Blackpool. It was a heck of an achievement to qualify with darts like this. That was unlucky. The slightest kiss off the barrel, taking it out of the treble into the single, but still a strong start here from Anderson, and Bunting will have to be at his very best. And he is at his very best. Crucial 180 from Bunting. Can't finish now, Kyle Anderson.
57.
Knocked out of his stride, I think, as well by the 180 from Bunting to break in the opening leg.
15.
2 chances.
Call will require 80.
Well, he may come back. Kyle Anderson They're going to get one dart at a double. The treble 20 will give him two, so it's going to be one dart at double tops. This is to hold his throat, and this is a crucial dart. Oh, that is the class check out from Kyle Anderson. Stephen Bunting misses two at the tops, but it's Anderson who holds on to his throw and finds the double top and turns round just to get the crowd going a little bit more.
Brilliant 180 from Bunting, but missed his chance. Two darts tops. 140 to start the opening leg. On his throw, certainly, but Kyle Anderson held it all together beautifully. And do you know what? The pace of the game would suit both players here. They will rattle along with this. And for Kyle Anderson, who came so close to beating James Wade in the first round of the World Match Play, missed three darts to hold throw in the latter stages of the game and eventually lost 10-7, but showed enough on that night in Blackpool to suggest that if he keeps at it and keeps playing the pro circuit, he will be a major player in years to come. But glad to be back home in Perth after 4 months away from home, based in the UK in Nottingham. But it's done in the world of good. Playing against the top players week in, week out has brought the very best out of the Aussie Anderson.
You're exactly right, and that's what he had to do. You know, and people go, you know, it's not very nice being away from your family. You know, every professional sportsman have to do it. And if you want to earn the big money, then that's what he's done, and he's taken the plunge. And you know, good luck to him.
At the moment, outplaying and outscoring Bunting. Look at this. Anderson with a chance to go two up. Remember, I just wonder, you know, how important those two missed darts from Bunting at tops in the opening leg will prove to be. Crucial, I would suggest. Good use of the dart, wasn't it? Kyle Anderson, who beat Raymond van Barneveld, Simon Whitlock in Sydney at the Sydney Masters 12 months ago.
And that was a breaker throw.
It was.
So he steps up to go 3-0 up, and when he kicks off with a maximum, does Kyle Anderson, the local man from Perth, and he's certainly got the crowd on their feet, and that's going to help him. And I said that, you know, what he's got to do, he's going to beat Stephen Bunting, is get out the gate quick. But Stephen Bunting, those two missed darts at double top, may come back to haunt him.
You know, Simon Whitlock has been the #1 Australian player for so long, deservedly so. A class player, and we're going to see Whitlock in what could turn out to be the match of the night against Raymond van Barneveld a little later. But you feel now in Kyle Anderson that there is a genuine challenger, another genuine top Aussie darting star.
The way he's going, he's going to go above Paul Nicholson in the ranking, so it could be a Whitlock Anderson in the World Cup next year. That leaves 8, it could be two double tops.
Well, unlucky. Just full of confidence. Knew exactly what he was doing. It wasn't a showpiece finish, it was a Kyle Anderson finish. And he will return under a bit of pressure from Bunting. Frustration there that Bunting has finally found a bit of range and rhythm, but will it make any difference? Oh, what a huge dart this is. Bunting is waiting. He's hoping. Oh, and he'll have to keep on waiting, keep on hoping, because that was a fantastic dart, and the Aussie Anderson races 3-0 in front against Stephen Bunting.
Well, we see 180s, we see 170 checkouts, 161 checkouts, but that double 10 with his last dart was so crucial for Kyle Anderson. 3-0 up instead of perhaps 2-1. And now this is where he's just got to stay straight.
60.
Doesn't want to let Bunting back in the game. He's got to force Bunting into big scores.
Well, Bunting really has to do something, and he is. 140, 118. Got to get a leg on the board, hold his throw.
95.
Got a bit of work to do. Stephen Bunting, who reached the final on his World Series debut in Sydney last August, lost to Phil Taylor in the final. Convincing winner, Taylor, at the end. If memory serves me right, Bunting had darts to win every one of the first 7 legs. I think only managed to win a couple of them, so
100.
missed chances in Sydney,
Stadium to require
missed
81.
chances in Perth so far for Bunting, but this possible 12 darter.
49.
Well, he's going to come back with at least 3 darts at a double to put his first leg on the board. And stop the rot. Just needs to calm the game down a bit. Needs to find his range to Stephen Bunting. He's got to clean this up and then make sure the next leg is a breaker
67.
throw against the Anderson throw, because
Stadium to require 32.
he doesn't want to make it too easy. And
Game
there's the
shot
double
of the
16 to
flag.
make it 3 legs to
Sam
1.
Hampton.
And now
Fifth
this
leg
is a
goal
mega
for
important
first.
leg for Stephen
Game
Bunting.
on.
Got to find a way to break.
Yeah, he's been in this position a lot of times, and we know he's a fighter. But Anderson is holding on to his throw very, very well. The last time he stepped up on his throw, he hit a maximum, and he's done it again.
With Bunting to get back in the game, to give himself a
96.
chance. He's got a break throw twice. Of course, Anderson had the darts.
85.
Full of confidence, isn't he, Kyle Anderson? Of course, his brother Bo is a really good player as well. Yeah, terrific game.
58.
We thought it would be, they haven't let us down. Anderson at the moment in charge. First to 6 for a place in the quarterfinals against Taylor. Here he goes again.
140.
Holding on to his throw extremely well is Kyle Anderson. I know he hasn't finished this off yet, but 9 darts thrown and only 96 required.
96. Call will
Well, even if
require
he just goes
96.
20, 20, 16, he's going to come back with at least 3 darts at a double.
48.
Well, that's okay. He will be back for 48.
But by going that way, Stu, he's cost himself a dart at a double.
58.
You know, if he cleans it up, that's
48.
absolutely fine. But if he
Okay.
misses this, that 1 extra dart.
I think it's just the fact that he's confident. 8 tops is the way to go.
Game shot.
Still got plenty in the tank as Kyle Anderson, you know.
6
4 out of 7 on the doubles. He's 4-1 up on Stephen Bunting on the opening night here in Perth.
140.
Well, certainly Stephen Bunting has got a fight on his hands,
46.
and we know him from a good few years. We know he's never going to give up. He'll fight right till that last dart, and he will be a fighter. Oh, and there it is, number 3 on the maximum list for Stephen Bunting.
135.
Unlucky. Bunting averaging just shy of 100. Anderson averaging 95.
99.
But those 2 missed darts to break the Anderson throw in the opening leg of this match.
100.
At the moment,
Stadium to
absolutely
require
key.
82.
So tops he needs.
62.
Well, he's going to get at least another 3. That will be the 4th leg on the trot, held on to throw and held on very strongly as well by both players.
60.
But again,
Stadium to require
it's
20.
the next leg. That's the important one. You've got to break your opponent's throw.
Game shot.
He held on to
6th
his
leg.
throw with a 13-dart leg.
7th leg.
Well,
Goal to throw first.
The last 2 Anderson throws, he's kicked off with maximums. What's he going to do with these 3?
57.
Now, is this the chance that Stephen Bunting needed? Only 57 from Anderson.
100.
He needed another
Yeah,
treble.
could have been better after the first dart.
Yes, I thought the 3rd one he was going to switch down to those 19s. He's got to hope that Kyle Anderson misses another treble. That which he has. So now another chance for Stephen Bunting to get control of this leg. But he needs the power in. Slam the second one into there, then slam the third one between them.
Control of the leg. He's got Bunting clawing his way back into this game. Kyle Anderson with a poor start to the leg. He responds. 7 180s in 7 legs of darts. Brilliant from both. Bunting averaging 100 and losing. But what a response that is from Kyle Anderson. Been looking for at least a ton here. A 140 would be absolutely brilliant. Well, after 6 darts at the start of the leg without a big treble, 180, 140 from Kyle Anderson.
But Stephen Bunting's last dart of his previous 3 hit a 1. That may have cost him a dart at the bullseye right there. So now Anderson to hold on to his throw and to go 1 leg away from a quarter-final place here in Perth. 16. He's been hitting the tops very well with the last dart. That may not help. He's dropped his dart. He's done the right thing. He's just stepped back, focused, double top.
24.
Well, he just lost concentration, didn't he? 1 dart missed for 5-2.
Game shown at 7.
No mistake this time from Bunting. 4-3, and he has one of those breaks of throw that he needs. He still needs to break again, because of course Anderson would have the darts if he went to a deciding leg. But 1 dart might make the difference. We saw 2 misses from Bunting in the opening leg, but no mistake this time. 4-3 it is. It's as good as we hoped.
60.
Well, we said it'd be close. We talked about what Anderson had to do, which was get out the gate quick, get the crowd on his side, get him lively. And he's done that.
60.
Bunting just edging himself back into this game. 99 average. This is where Anderson's got to just get his form back. Just starting to get a little bit scruffy on the scoring. He's opened the door for a Bunting revival.
97.
4-3, Kyle Anderson. Looking for a big win on the big stage in his hometown. Well, a slip from Bunting. 140 here from Anderson.
Yeah, well, he may get 9 darts from this 296, but he isn't finding that treble very consistently.
60.
Just gone off the boil has the local man Kyle Anderson.
And his opponent can sense it. There's 72 left.
132.
He went for the treble 12. How much pressure will Stephen Bunting be on?
140. Stephen requires 60.
It was 4-1 down to level it up. And he's double 10.
55.
Careless.
Well, he missed 2 darts at double top in the first leg that cost him dearly because Kyle Anderson took out the 80. Well, he's not going to get a dart at the double.
88.
The big one might be the hardest thing to hit here for Stephen Bunting. This is where you really got to stay focused.
Biggest dart of the match so far, without a doubt.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Bunting.
He's used to all this.
He's blocked it. He doesn't know which side to go.
You're exactly right. It's not the actual barrel, it's the flight from where he's standing. That flight is the blocker.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful
That's
dart.
a fantastic dart. Raw emotion on the face there of Stephen Bunting, all right.
Kyle to throw first.
He could only see maybe a couple of millimetres, and that's where the dart went. It's 4-all.
121.
Well, it's Bunting that's on the run now, and he's got to keep it going. And it certainly
he's
looks
buzzing.
like he is.
40.
Well, we said we were going to have a close game, and they haven't let us down.
Still in Kyle Anderson's own hands, because he has the darts in 2 of the last 3 legs if we go to a decider. But Anderson was waiting, wasn't he? He had a dart, or had a chance, but that was a brilliant double 2 from Stephen Bunting, you have to say.
100.
Steady response from Kyle Anderson. Remember, Anderson missed 1 dart at tops to go 5-2 in front. It's been one of those matches.
He needs to find another treble. And it does, absolutely, yes, absolute, good work, fantastic darts from Anderson on his throw after 12 darts, 140. Stephen Bunting cannot go out. Anderson, 3 clear darts to go 1 leg away from a quarter-final place, but the pressure's on. If he's going to miss the Stu, he's got to be just above. Doesn't want to split it.
Well, tension in the arena, tension on the stage. But Anderson held it together superbly. He goes 5-4 in front.
Well, if you're going to miss the double top, that was the perfect marker from Kyle Anderson. He just had to slam the second dart into the first. Deflection of the flights to stem and the dart did all the rest. So now Bunting, been here a lot of times, needs to pull some big shots. Needs to pull, 140 and then a 180 for Stephen Bunting. It looks like we're going to have a decider.
It does indeed, going the distance, and it's what we expected. The third of 5 World Series events in 2015. Sydney next week, then Auckland in New Zealand,
59.
and on the opening night in Perth. The hometown darts hero looks like being taken to a decider. Or can he do something very, very special here? We've had 9 180s in this match.
Bunting has not had a dart as bullseye. Can Kyle Anderson close this game out? He's hit the 180 to leave the 124. Now he needs the treble 18, and he's not going to. So, and that doesn't help. The dart on the floor now. Stephen Bunting, will he go for the 25? And if he does, he's got to be careful of hitting the bullseye.
Brilliant from Bunting, under pressure, he responds. It's 5-all. 1 leg of darts to decide who plays Phil Taylor in the quarter-finals here in Perth. Who can hold it together for the next couple of minutes?
100.
And that's an important last dart. We've had 9 180s in 10 legs of darts. That's how good this has been. Could be another. What a response from Bunting at the start of a deciding leg. 4-1 down.
85.
85 may not be enough for Kyle Anderson.
Well, Bunting has got the throw. Now he needs to find it, follow it up. Needs to find a treble.
57.
Oh, he did so much work to kick off with the 180. He's opened the door for Kyle Anderson to get the throw back. Anderson's coming down to those 19s. Looks open for another treble 19. Another treble 19 it is. Superb game of darts from both players.
Back comes Bunting. Back comes Bunting. Well, 180, 57, 140. Kyle Anderson desperate for a treble here.
96.
Oh, and he gets it. He gets it.
124.
124. Who's going to win this thriller? Treble 18 for Bunting. So Kyle Anderson
63.
should get at least 1 dart. One dart
86.
to win this. Bullseye for Anderson to win.
56. Stephen, you require
He took this
61.
out previously. 25, double 18. Don't hit the bullseye. Oh, and he's gone to hit the bullseye. Now double 4 for the match.
57.
Oh, and dart gone missed them. We see it so often, Stu, they go for the 25. It is the right route, but he hit the bullseye.
Well, the crowd in Perth are willing Kyle Anderson on here. Can he hold it together? Stephen Bunting has had his chance. And Kyle Anderson doesn't need another dance. Anderson takes out Bunting in a thriller in Perth, the match of the night. We saw 10 180s. Bunting averaged 98, and he lost to Kyle Anderson. The story continues for Anderson in Australia. A thrilling last leg decider to go through to play Taylor in the quarterfinals. Next is Peter Wright against Paul Nicholson. As the heat is turned up in Perth,